Hello, welcome to the Plot Malaysia. This is our 21st episode. This is the show for the fans.
By the fans.
Oh my goodness, what a week. What a amazing turn of results recently, of course. And of course, we are going to be having an amazing episode today. So Hari, why don't you give us, and tell us what do you think is going to happen today? Go ahead.
Well, for once, Ram, at least it's a change from ESL talking about protests and ESL. So we're not going to do that today,
Yeah.
guys. We're not doing that
Nope,
today.
nope.
I think what we want to do is we want to first and foremost start with a quick recap and review of the Champions League semi-finals, second legs
Yep.
that just
Yep.
happened. Sort of go through that result, and then we've got something really interesting right after that where we will be talking about transfers. So me and Ram are going to play fantasy managers. We're going to play managers for a few football clubs
Yeah.
this summer in terms of making smart buys for their main number 9, their striker position. So we're going to go through that, what we predict is going to happen in the front line. But before that, Ram, let's do a quick recap of the results from the Champions League second
Sure.
leg. So first
Yep.
and foremost, Man City took on PSG in the second leg. The first leg, of
Yep.
course, Man City came back to win 2-1. The second leg was a
Yep.
breeze in the park. It was 2-0 with 2
2-0.
goals by Riyad Mahrez.
What
So
a
yeah,
player.
Man
What a
City, yeah,
player.
I think he's a top player, man, Riyad Mahrez. So Man
Yep.
City are through to their
Yep.
first ever Champions League
Champions
final.
League final. Yep.
And to be honest, I think it's a final they will lose.
I want them to lose, definitely. Yes, United
and,
fans. I'm sure you
and
agree with me.
and actually, so do I. I want them to lose this time as well. But yeah, but they're through. Well deserved. I mean, well deserved. You got to say well deserved. They made easy meat of PSG basically, and yeah, and
Yep.
PSG had a player sent off in the first leg and the second leg as well. So I think they got really
Yep.
frustrated. So that was that.
Mm-hmm.
Man City in their first ever Champions League final. Congratulations to the City fans out there.
Yep.
The
Congrats.
second semi-finals, second leg was played yesterday or early this morning, and it was
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea versus Real Madrid. I don't know
Yep.
about you, Ram, but I actually fancied Real Madrid going into this because it was 1-1. I fancied Real Madrid to get an away goal and win the game.
Yeah.
But surprise, man. Chelsea won 2-0
Mm-hmm.
and should have scored a lot more as well. They had lots of chances. I think
Yep.
Mendy for
Yep.
Chelsea made a couple of good saves from Benzema, but overall, Chelsea well and truly deserved it. They had lots of chances.
Yep.
And I think the star man was, in
Mm-hmm.
my opinion, I mean, I caught the highlights of the game. In my opinion, the star man was N'Golo Kante.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Yes.
he
You
was
know.
just unplayable. He was driving from midfield. The Real Madrid defenders
Mm-hmm.
couldn't deal with him. And
Mm-hmm.
he was playing the defensive role, but also joining into attacks and supplying Kai Havertz, who again did really well, man. Kai Havertz, guys, did really well again. And
Mm.
Christian Pulisic and as well as Timo Werner did pretty well in the attack. So they were too hot, too quick, too hot for Real Madrid.
I think the Tuchel's magic is actually working for Chelsea, Hari.
Yeah, man, he got them. He got PSG to the final last year, lost in the final.
Yeah.
Now he's in the final
Yeah.
against with Chelsea, and let's see what's going to happen. Who do you think is
Imagine.
going to win, man? Who's your pick?
Honestly, I want Chelsea. I want Chelsea to win. I think Chelsea can do this. I don't. I mean, realistically speaking, sorry. I think, of course, Man City by paper, their team looks much more stronger. But I think with the surprise they pulled against Madrid, I think Chelsea has equally good chance. So I'm going for Chelsea on this one. I'm really going for Chelsea.
I actually am the same. Well, maybe a bit biased as well because I want City to lose, but yeah, I think Chelsea will win it, man. They beat City in the FA Cup semi-finals. I think they were too hot to handle in that game, and I think Tuchel's tactical. He seems to have a tactical way of playing Guardiola and getting the better of him. So I
Yep.
fancy them to beat City as well. So yeah, guys, going to be a fantastic final either way. Well, we're all looking forward to it.
Yep. Let's do this.
All right,
So, Hari, what's
now
next, man?
now we've got something really interesting, guys. So it's something really different, but we thought that this summer is going to be an extremely interesting summer of transfer activity. Number one, we're still in the pandemic,
Mhm.
so finances are tight
Yep.
for a lot of clubs. But
Yep.
me and Ram
Yep.
spoke about this, and there are quite a lot of top clubs that are going to be after a number 9 or a top striker this summer. They need a
Hmm.
refresh, they need a new striker. Some of them may be losing their top strikers. So we want to discuss
Yep.
this really, guys. We want to talk about these top clubs and see who we think. We're going to play a bit of manager here. Who we think is a
Hmm.
suitable striker in the market who's probably going to be on the move to match up with some of these clubs and what they're looking for and what may fit their style of play, basically. So, really interesting, Ram.
Hmm.
So, I drew up the names of some of these clubs.
Hmm.
We've got Manchester United, of course. We've got
Yep.
Chelsea. We've got Man
Hmm.
City. I think Liverpool are going to be
Hmm.
after a striker. We've got Spurs.
Definitely. Hmm.
We've got Barcelona, who I think will be after a
Hmm.
striker in Europe, and we've got
Hmm.
PSG as well. So let's start with Man United,
Okay.
Ram. We've got a Man United fan in the house. Tell me, Ram.
Yeah.
Tell me, Ram. Who do you think is a striker that
Hmm.
could be suitable for Man United? Let me quickly go through some of the strikers that I think are going to be available, or if not, they're
Okay.
strikers that might be looking for a move. We've got
Hmm.
Harry Kane, Kylian
Yep.
Mbappe, Erling
Yep.
Haaland, hot property,
Yep.
Luis Suarez, Romelu
Hmm.
Lukaku, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Aguero,
Hmm.
Salah, Son Heung-min, and Lionel Messi, which may be a surprise, but Messi as well.
Oh, the big one.
The big one, the big one. So
Hmm.
yours, Ram. I'll add another one to this, by the way. I think there might be a Neymar in here as well, but let's go with your pick, Ram, for Man United. Who do you think is going to be a
Oh,
suitable striker, man?
I think I'm gonna base it on what I've heard recently as well. But of course, if I was the manager, I think I'll definitely go for Harry Kane. Harry Kane. If I could choose one more player, I'll go for, of course, Haaland. So these are the two players I think would be are heavily linked with United, and I think one of them could possibly make that transfer come true. So that's who I think could be a good match for United.
Right. Now let me play devil's advocate here, man. You've got Edinson Cavani playing for you right now, hot
Yep.
form.
Yep.
So are you
Yep.
saying even if Cavani stays, you want one of these strikers, or only in the situation that Cavani moves?
If okay, let me give you two parts to this. This answer. I'm going to basically say if Cavani still ends up playing for United next season, then I will not want Kane. I would prefer to go for Haaland. But of course, if Cavani leaves, then I would think Kane would be a suitable match because he would take that place very, very well. He would be a natural, so-called. It would be like a like for like sort of a change. So that's how I feel about it.
Interesting. So if you had to choose one, man, Haaland or
Hmm.
Kane,
Mm. Yeah, I'll go for Haaland, man.
you
I'll
give
go for
Haaland,
Haaland.
you think Erling Haaland is a realistic option for Man United?
It's a realistic option. Yes, definitely.
Okay, okay. I give you my 2 cents worth as well, guys. Uh,
Hmm.
I think Harry Kane might end up joining Man United. I
Okay.
think is a type
Hmm.
of striker that could do well. I mean, he plays with Rashford for England as well. He leads the line
Hmm.
pretty well. He links up play pretty well. He's looking to
Hmm.
move to win trophies. I think it's obvious now.
Hmm.
And I actually think that Man United will go big for Harry Kane. So I'm actually going here with Harry Kane. Guys, leave your comments as well. But I think Harry Kane to United is going to happen. As much as I hate it, I think it's going to happen.
Let's see. Let's see.
Let's see.
I heard
Let's see
about
if
the rumors as well. There is a possibility, but let's see.
Let's see if you're right or me. I'm right, Larama.
Okay.
Next
All
one on
right.
the list, Chelsea.
Mhm. Chelsea.
All
Okay.
right, Chelsea. By the way, guys, already have a striker. They've got Timo Werner, but he barely
Mm.
turns up. He barely scores
Yeah.
goals. So I think they'll be after a
Hmm.
top striker, which will make them a complete team. Uh,
Hmm.
who do you think Ram would fit Chelsea's style of play and be available for the right price for them as well?
Okay. Honestly speaking, right, if Chelsea does win the Champions League, okay, I'm going to go with this. If Chelsea wins the Champions League, I have a feeling that Aguero might consider move to Chelsea. I have a feeling because Champions League, of course, champions of the Champions League, guaranteed Champions League football next season. I'm sure he would want to give his contribution to Chelsea as well. And of course, he's not moving to any so-called immediate rival like Man United or Liverpool whatsoever. So I think Chelsea would be a good fit. And if I could pick another player for Chelsea, I would say it'll be interesting for me. It'll be interesting. I might think that Calvert Lewin might be at Chelsea as well. So these are two players I think could be possible for Chelsea, because Chelsea, right now they do have a striker in Timo Werner. He's not really, playing really well. His form has not been good of late. So I think with the height that Calvert Lewin possesses, I think they would give him some edge to actually, finish and score more goals in and around the box. So
That's a
yeah,
great.
these two
That's a
players.
that's a really really good shot, man. Calvert Lewin
Yep.
for Chelsea.
Yep.
I
Mm,
actually agree with your
yep.
first choice. I think
Hmm. Hmm.
Aguero will join Chelsea. Uh, I just have the
Mm.
sneaky feeling he's free. He's not going to cost Chelsea
Yep.
anything.
Yep. Yep.
He joins Chelsea in the team where he's got crazy supply from all over the pitch. Uh,
Yep.
he scores goals. Is the one thing that Chelsea is missing. Someone, a fox in the box, who will score the goals. Uh,
Hmm.
I think it's a really good fit, man. I actually think Sergio Aguero is a good shout for Chelsea. So I'm gonna go with. I mean, there's rumors about Lukaku going back to Chelsea, but I think that's not going to happen because I think Lukaku
It's
has just
not.
won the Serie A with Inter Milan.
Yep.
He
Inter
probably
Milan.
wants
He's
to give it a
happy.
shot. He probably wants to
Yep.
give it a shot in the Champions League with Inter Milan as well. So for me, it's Sergio Kun Aguero. Guys, leave your thoughts. Let us know who you think Chelsea is going to pick up this summer.
Yeah,
Or
we
do you
really
think
want to know from you guys.
or do you think
Hmm.
they're even going to get a striker? So let us know, guys. Third on the list, Ram, Manchester City.
Manchester City. Manchester City. Let's see. Yeah, Man City is the third one on the list. So you want me to go first, Harry? Is it?
Yes, go first, man. Go first.
Oh man, this team is attracting a lot of people. I wouldn't be surprised, if Lionel Messi ends up in Manchester City, because there were rumors, Harry. I think you've heard before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Between United and City wanting to grab his signature, but it looks like Man City are the ones that will probably get his signature, because it really suits them, because Pep Guardiola, of course, was the manager of Barcelona. So of course, the reunion of him and Lionel Messi could prove pivotal in this transfer. So I think definitely a Messi for sure. However, having said that, I also do think this is going to be interesting. I think it's also going to be a reunion of the Suarez Messi partnership. So I can foresee Suarez making a trip down to Manchester and playing for City as well. So
Interesting.
Messi
So,
and
so
Suarez for me.
you think both will join City?
Yeah, but I think both will.
Oh wow, 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 wow. I don't think that's going to happen. I think. So again, this is the best part about opinions and debates, right? So I think this is what I'm going for. I think Man City. I think Messi is a great shot, but I think there were strong rumors about him joining City in the summer. But now that
Yep.
Barcelona have got a bit of rhythm, they're playing quite well now. They're competing again. I don't think he's going to
Mm.
leave. I think he's too comfortable. So I don't think
Okay.
Messi moves to City, although it's very realistically, I mean, it's possible. Uh,
Mm.
I think Man City will pick up Erling Haaland.
Oh, okay.
Haaland has actually played. I mean, sorry, his father used to play for Man City, so there's a
Yeah.
connection
Yeah.
there. He's going to cost an
Yeah.
absolute bomb, and the one team that has a
Mm.
lot of money is Manchester City.
Uh,
So
yeah. Probably they can afford to pay his salary, his wages. At this point of time. So probably you could be right, but I'm still think that Haaland might choose United over City.
interesting. I think yeah, because Haaland, because of the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer Norway connection, right, which
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
speaks about. But I think he will go to City purely because, like I said, his father's played there, but more importantly because they can afford him. I think the wages
Yeah.
involved, the
Mm.
transfer fee, but also the agent fees. We got to remember the Haaland's represented by Mino Raiola, who's
Mino
uh,
Raiola. Yes.
who's one of
Yes.
the most expensively paid agents. He knows how to make
Mm.
money basically. He asked for
Yep.
crazy fees. So I think if there's one club that can afford him, it's Man City, and they
Mm.
need a striker who scores a lot of goals, young age as well, great profile for them. So I'm going for Erling Haaland for Man City.
Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So the next one in the list, Harry, your club, Liverpool. Come on, tell us.
Okay, is it a question of who I think they're gonna get, or who do I want them to sign?
Uh, Honestly, Harry, play manager. Okay, if you are a manager, if you are Jurgen Klopp,
Yeah.
just what do you think? Who do you
Okay,
think is
I've got
going
to
to
be
come?
realistic here as well, right? So I'll look at because if I'm Jurgen Klopp and the owners give me all the money in the world, then I want Erling Haaland, but that's not going to happen, man. Liverpool's finances, we can't compete. Uh,
Yep.
there are two things here, guys. There's a lot of rumors that have been floating around for a long time now, and I don't know how we're going to afford it, but that Liverpool are going to try and get Kylian Mbappe.
Oh, wow!
Now,
I don't think so.
now I actually think that's unrealistic in because of how much it's going to cost and the fact that we don't have the kind of money to attract
Mm-hmm.
Mbappe. Plus, we may not have Champions League next season as well, very realistically. So, but there are a lot of rumors about
Mm.
Mbappe, and I actually now I'm starting to get a feeling it could happen based on one thing, which is
What?
Mo Salah making the switch to
Mm-hmm.
PSG.
Oh, so you think it's going to be a swap?
A swap with us topping up on top, but Mo Salah makes the switch there, and Kylian Mbappe comes to
I, I'm
Liverpool.
I'm sorry, Hari. Although I know I'm not a Liverpool fan, but I do like Mo Salah a lot. I think he's a brilliant striker.
I love Mo Salah.
Um,
I love Mo Salah,
uh,
but I think he himself seems to be edging for a move because I think he's
mhm,
won everything he can, and he seems like he wants a bit of a change. Based on
mhm,
that purely, I mean, if I
mhm,
was Klopp, I'd like Salah to stay, but I'm just looking at based on that, they may look at
mhm,
Mbappe, much younger age profile, crazy potential to
mm.
be much better than Salah. And if he's really itching for a move, then that may be a reasonable switch. Who I would want, I would keep Salah and I will get Son Heung Min because I
Oh,
think Son Heung Min and could play the Bobby Firmino role, and I think he's more lethal than Firmino. I think he's a better finisher than Firmino, so that's who I want. Works really hard as well, so that's who I would go for. But like I said, I think there is rumors of this, and if it happens, it's going to be blockbuster. But keep a watch out, guys. It could be Kylian Mbappe with Salah going the other way.
Killian. Oh man, no way. I don't think so, Hari. I think, because I have watched, I mean, of course, watched some rumors here and there. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of players that could be linked to Liverpool, but I think, Hari, of course, I'm your friend. So I do know how much you like Hyun Min Song or Song Hyun Min to be in Liverpool. So I think that could be a possible switch for the Koreans. So I think he would fit very well, of course, for Liverpool, and I think that could be a possible transfer that can happen. So I think I'm only going to stick with that player. I don't think so. Mbappe is going to come to Liverpool, man. Come on, dream on. Okay, it's not going to happen.
Watch out,
It's
guys.
not going to
Kylian
happen.
Mbappe. Uh,
Tell us what you think, guys. Tell us what you think. Honestly,
yeah,
you're a
give us your
Liverpool
thought,
fan. Tell
Liverpool
us what you
fans
think.
out there,
Yeah.
man. Who would you want? Kylian Mbappe, Son Heung Min? Do you think Mbappe is realistic? Would you want Salah gone? Yes, no. Give us your thoughts, guys. Next on the list, our friend BC's team, Spurs, Tottenham
Yes.
Hotspur. I
Mm.
think Spurs are looking for a striker simply because
Yep.
this is a transfer merry-go-round that happens, right? Harry Kane's going
Yeah.
to move. And if Harry Kane
Yep.
moves, they need someone to replace Harry Kane. And they're going to
Yep.
need someone pretty good to replace Harry Kane. Who do you think is realistic,
Mm.
Ram?
Okay, so
I
I
think we
can
got to
still use the
consider the
names.
fact that Spurs will probably not be in the Champions League as well. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, probably. But I can still use the names that I've mentioned earlier, right?
Yes, of
I can
course. Yeah.
still suggest. Okay. I think for Spurs, because right now, obviously, I don't know who's going to be the next manager, for Spurs. They haven't made an announcement for who's going to be the next
Nope.
manager,
Nope.
right?
Nope. Not yet.
Okay.
Still
So I
caretaker.
think solely because of that reason, if Kane is moving, okay, the only transfer I can see could happen, not so, I wouldn't say so high profile. I think of that list, I think Calvert Lewin, could actually replace Harry Kane. Of course, if you talk about Champions League football or not, Everton is not there either. So I think Calvert Lewin could possibly, take on that role. That's the only realistic replacement I can see for Harry Kane. All the other players mentioned, I think, are too high profile. They want something more, and I don't think so. They're gonna want to do that in Spurs.
Anyone out of the list, Ram? Anyone you can think of? If any other striker that could potentially play for Spurs and replace Harry Kane?
Potential strikers for Spurs could who could be? Ah. Okay, I'm gonna be uh
Yeah.
okay, this is I think one of the guys, Dominic from Jome United, is gonna kill me for this.
Yep.
Okay. I think Anthony Martial would be a good
That's
would be a
uh
good
that's a big shot. Great shout, man. Ram. Didn't think of that, but that's a
yeah,
great shout. Martial,
yeah,
I mean, yeah, not getting game time, doesn't seem to be a favorite with Solskjaer
yep,
as well compared to the others. That's a great shout,
yeah.
actually. I was going to say about the
Actually,
same. I was going to say Calvert
mm-hmm,
Lewin for Spurs
mm-hmm,
because he's a number two for Kane as well for England. Very
mm-hmm,
similar profile of strikers, tall, great in the air. Calvert Lewin makes
mm-hmm,
great runs, great potential,
yep,
younger age as well. I think he
mm-hmm,
could be a really good fit for Spurs. Uh,
yep.
and yeah, man, great shot by Anthony Martial. Depending who comes in as manager, but he could be a great one. The other one I was thinking of, out of the box, if Spurs
Mm.
want like someone to come in like for the short term, maybe because the pandemic, not enough money floating around, and then get someone maybe next year they're willing to wait it out. Then another good option is Luis Suarez
Mm.
playing for Atletico
Luis
Madrid. May
Suarez.
want to come back to England like a bit of a swan song. Is a bit old. Uh,
Hurry! I'm going to stop you there. Who does Suarez want to bite this time?
yeah, exactly. He maybe he wants a chunk of someone else playing in the Premier League again. So yeah, I actually think a couple of good shouts here. I'm gonna go with either Calvert Lewin
Mm,
or possibly Luis Suarez. Actually, I think it could happen. There's a possibility. We
mm.
don't know, guys. Leave your thoughts here, man. BC, tell us. Tell us who you want to join Spurs,
BC,
man.
yeah,
If Harry Kane goes, I know you don't want him to go, but he's going, bro. Face the facts. He's
he's
going.
going. Yeah, yeah. But I'm going to say this: why I picked Martial as well is because simply because, as you pointed out, no game time. Hasn't been proving much, and I think I love Martial because he's done so much for us in this 6 years or so he's been with us. I think as a football fan, just to be fair to him and for him to progress on his career, I think it's a good move if he leaves United for Spurs, because I think that he would get more game time, possibly even become a better player. So I think that could happen.
Great shout, man. Great shout. Uh, let's do the last couple, man. Barcelona.
Oh,
They need a striker,
Barcelona.
by the way. Yeah, well, even if Messi stays, I think they still need a striker. They've got Griezmann, they've got Usman
Mm,
Dembele, but no real proper number nine, at least as far as I
mhm,
know. So, who do you think,
mhm.
man?
Okay, obviously I'm not going to say Salah because Salah is quite similar to Messi.
Yep.
So two similar players, I don't think will fit into that role. I think Mbappe would be a good fit for Barcelona,
Hmm.
because you see his pace is relentless.
Yep.
Okay, and I think he could be the next fit, because having watched him play against, of course, with PSG against a lot of teams, I think he has that flair, that Barcelona could exploit, and I think he could contribute so much to Barcelona. Personally, I don't think that Mbappe is going to be coming to the Premier League. I don't think so. He wants to come to the Premier League, but I think if Barcelona needs a striker, he could be a very, very, very good fit. I don't know what you guys think out there, but do let me know. Do let us know. Leave your comments down below. And Hurry, what do you think?
Okay, this is a good one, man. I think Barcelona. Barcelona. I know. I don't think they're broke. They don't have money, which is why
Mm-hmm.
they were trying to get into the ESL. I think they're
Mm-hmm.
running. The losses are into the billions now already. So
Okay.
I don't think they can afford Mbappe. I don't think they can afford Haaland, which is why this is an outside shout. I know I put him to move to Chelsea earlier, but I think there's a good chance he could join up with Messi and Aguero. He's free of
Okay.
charge. He's free of charge.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Mm-hmm.
no. I mean, he's got no contract at the end of the season. He's
Mm-hmm.
very close to Messi, both Argentinians, and he
Yep.
would fit Barcelona. I think like brilliantly. You know.
Okay.
So
Fair enough. Good
I
shot. Good
actually
shot.
think Aguero, if not Chelsea, I think Barcelona is a great shout for him, and I think Barcelona will make a big move for him. He may want a change of scenery as well, go to Spain, Latin, change from England. He's
Mm.
been there for a good 10 years already, so that's why I think that's very very realistic.
Okay, fair enough. I think you do have a point there. Barcelona being broke, maybe they might not be able to afford Mbappe, but I still somehow think they might be able to pull it through. So I'm going to stick with Mbappe. You are saying it's going to be Aguero. So
Yes.
interesting debate on that, man. Barcelona.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's watch, guys. PSG now. The last one we're covering is PSG. PSG purely because I think a couple of things like Mauro Icardi is okay, but also I think they need another striker because I get the feeling that Mbappe or Neymar, one of them is going to move this summer. So let's say one of them moves. Who are you going for, Ram? Who do you think they'll bring in?
Oh, this is going to be a tough one because after watching the game and how the discipline of the players in PSG, okay, I'm putting that aside, but if I'm going to pick a player that could possibly benefit going to PSG to change things around, uh, oh, I think Suarez. I think Suarez.
Reunited with Neymar, maybe. If he comes in, gets
Yeah,
reunited with Neymar there, maybe. Yeah, that's possible, man. You're going for Suarez.
yeah.
I'm throwing something
Mm-hmm.
out there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a couple of I mentioned it earlier, but I thought Salah, if that happens, that could possibly happen. Salah
No,
may move.
I don't think so, man. I really don't think so.
Uh, that's one. The other option is Messi, man. Messi may get he may get pulled to PSG to play with Neymar, if not Man City. He could be possibly pulled. I'm going to throw one last
Mm,
one out there.
mm.
I actually think Harry Kane could be a shout as well. If
Harry
United
Kane.
if United go for Haaland instead of him, if City decide to go
Mm,
for Haaland instead of him as well, or another one of the strikers, Harry Kane's
mm,
I mean, he's going to be very, very expensive. And another club that
mm.
can afford him money
It's
wise
PSG.
is PSG.
PSG.
And he could fit them
Yep,
as
yep.
well, going for the Champions League. He'll win a title easily there as well. So if he really wants title, it's
Mm.
a piece of cake, the French league, Uh, and he could lead the line, if
Hurry. Just. Sorry to interrupt you there, Hurry. But I think having said what you said, knowing that PSG could afford a lot of players, I'm gonna take one more player,
okay,
out
cool.
of
Throw
this
one out
list.
there. Yep.
I think I have a feeling that if Lukaku decides to move on,
Hmm.
from Inter, since he's won the Serie A, well, he might he might consider move to PSG,
Yes,
playing
yes. I was
with
gonna
the
say that.
top-notch players.
I
Yep,
was going
yep.
to say that, but only thing that stopped me was the fact that I think Lukaku will stick around with Inter to see if they can do something in the Champions League next year. That's the only reason. But if not, he's a good shout as well, man.
Mm.
Romelu
Can I?
Lukaku. Now, guys, we haven't brought in Real Madrid, Bayern Munich into this equation simply because I think Bayern are going to stick with Lewandowski. He scores
Yep,
goals.
they're not moving.
I think Real
Mm.
Madrid may look for someone, but at the same time, they have a number 9 in Benzema, who is brilliant. So
Benzema.
so I'm
Yep,
not.
yep.
I mean, it could happen, but I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. They're not.
But
They're
it's
not the ones that
okay.
are desperate. Yep.
But you see, it's okay. Jaimal, if you're there, shout out to you, Jaimal, Real Madrid fan. Tell us what you think, man. For Real Madrid and all of you Real Madrid fans out there, who think there might be a change in the strikers. But hurry! I want to name one more player out of this list. Can
Yep.
I?
Yes. Go ahead, bro.
I think Cristiano Ronaldo fits in that list as well, man.
That's a great shout. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano
Yes.
Ronaldo.
Where
Yep.
to?
Manchester United. Yeah.
Go back to Man United. Well, good. So Cristiano Ronaldo goes to Man United. Erling Haaland goes to Man City. And then what
Mm,
happens? Basically, Aguero, let's say, goes to Barcelona.
mm.
And then who did I miss out? So if Cristiano Ronaldo goes to Man United, Harry Kane then ends up at PSG instead, which could
Possible.
quite
Possible.
clearly happen. The striker merry-go-round, guys. That's the best part
Yeah,
about
it's a
why I want to talk about
merry-go-round.
this. It's going to be merry-go-round. I'll throw another one out there.
Go ahead.
If Salah doesn't move,
Mhm.
but we still need a number 9, but Salah doesn't move, maybe Bobby Firmino, as much as I love him, may decide to move. And well, Barcelona could be after a player like him. A Bobby Firmino
Mm,
type Brazilian. He links the play really well, plays the false 9 pretty well. So another shout there, man. Although I don't want him to go at all, but yeah, another
mm,
possibility out there.
mhm.
All right.
Okay.
Awesome, guys. Listen, it's
Okay.
been a great show. We've loved it.
Excellent.
Awesome debate. Let's line it up again, Laram, quickly. So this is what I'm saying, and then what you're saying. Okay, put your neck on the line here. Okay, for all the 7 clubs we covered. So I'm going first, right?
Uh,
I'm going to go through my full list first. Manchester United. Who will they
mm.
sign? I'm going to say Cristiano Ronaldo now. So I'm going to go Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay.
Chelsea. Who do you think? Who do I think they're going to get? I still think. Oof. Wow, I'm
Aguero
confused.
makes sense.
Chelsea. No, I'm confused. I actually think Chelsea will not get Aguero now. Lukaku, maybe Lukaku goes back. Who knows?
Goes
But
back. Okay.
okay. No, actually no. Chelsea, Sergio Aguero. I'm going to stick my neck out lah. Chelsea, Sergio
Okay.
Aguero. Man City are going to get Erling Haaland. Liverpool will sign Kylian Mbappe. Tottenham, I think they may go for and they may get a Calvert-Lewin, who I think is realistically possible. Barcelona, now I'm a bit confused with Barcelona, but how about this? To throw something else out there again, what about this? What about Barcelona for Son Heung-min?
Really?
Not a bad
Barcelona
shout.
for Son Heung-min.
I mean, not a bad shout. He can play that role. And PSG, PSG, who they're gonna get? Harry Kane.
PSG for Harry Kane. Okay, that's your final decision. That's your final
Yeah,
take
I'm
on it,
going for
right?
this now. Yep,
That's
go Ram.
okay. Okay, so I'm going to stick with. I think yes, United. I think Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm going to agree with you on that. I think that's definitely possible. Chelsea. I think Aguero could make that move. Man City. I think if I'm going to be very realistic in terms of the price, money, and so on, I think Haaland could possibly end up in Man City. Although I hope he comes to United. Liverpool. I think Liverpool. If Salah is going. I
Kylian
would
Mbappe.
say no. I'm not gonna give you that. I think possibly. Could it be a possible Suarez return to Anfield?
No, I don't think we'll get him back. I don't think he'll come back. Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, Son Heung-min. I said it earlier anyway, so I think that could be for Liverpool. For Spurs, Calvert-Lewin, because if Kane is leaving. For Barcelona, I'm thinking maybe Lukaku could possibly end up in Barcelona. And for PSG, I think PSG is a tough one. I'm a bit confused with PSG. So probably Salah. Probably Salah. And that is not going to be a Salah move.
Mbappe.
Wrong move.
Eh.
So I think Salah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Salah
mean,
for
actually,
PSG.
I got to go back on what I said earlier because if Liverpool do sign Mbappe, as I mentioned, then there's a good chance that Salah will move to PSG, lah. So that's a pretty good
Okay.
shout. And in that case, maybe Aguero. Think about this, guys. What about Aguero, Barcelona, Harry Kane, Chelsea? Maybe why not? It's all
No,
open,
it's
guys.
it's it's, it's a merry-go-round, guys. It's a
It's a
merry-go-round.
merry-go-round. Everyone's gonna move
You
this
know,
summer. Let's see what
and
happens.
and guys, we're not experts at this. We are just basing it on what we've heard and what we
Yep.
think, and we want you guys to chip in and tell us how you feel and what you think about it, because at the end of the day, if any of you were to get it right, hey, brownie points to you guys, man. Awesome.
All right, guys. Leave your comments. Let us know who you think is gonna move as well. Ram, it's been a pleasure, man.
Same here, always a pleasure. Signing off from the
From the
plot
Plot
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
This is the show for the fans.
By the fans, and a shout out to Karan Chandwani as well for all the editing. Cheers, man.
Yes, Karan, you have been amazing. Thank you so much. Cheers. Take
Cheers,
care.
guys. Cheers, Ram.
Cheers.